Big Six Bants, we're at it again. So everyone
Yeah,
telling
man.
you, man.
Good,
man.
Yes, man. We're here, man.
Here,
Oh,
man. What's the comment saying? Big up Ali, as
Ali's here,
always,
man.
always on time.
Always early, always on time. I love it.
Yeah, man. It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. What game should we start off with? Because there's a lot to go through. There's a lot to get.
There
through.
actually is, you know. I can't even lie, but I can't even be talking too tough, you know. I'm in a good house, innit? Like,
yeah. Let's start with Chelsea game. Why not? Why not? Like, it's not. I mean, with Chelsea, yeah. The way I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking, you man just play bad every game, bro. Like, that's what it looks like.
Do you know
past, how many weeks? 4 weeks?
Do you know what it is though, yeah? And I've been saying this, innit? And I don't know if like people like understand this, but I feel like ever since that Real Madrid knockout, innit? It's just done something like mentality wise, because how come you've been in like such good form and then that's just happened? Do you know what I mean? Like we lost to Arsenal 4-2, then we're losing to Everton. Everton
that's
relegation. Poor, it don't make sense, innit? So it's like yeah, everybody knows that we are a good team, but it's like, bro, clearly something's going on, and I don't think it's the whole thing of like, what's happening with people's contracts and or players not being good enough. It's just a mentality thing, because what's going on? Like, you got to be 4-2 Arsenal, then 1-0 Everton. Like, and
wait, stop disrespecting the team saying 4-2 Arsenal. Listen, bro.
No, it isn't.
We're a big club.
I've said it for a minute, yeah. That Stamford Bridge is not that of old. Like, it's not that. And of recent, your record against us isn't great. Like,
I know, but
having the better.
But Casey, I hear what he's saying though. Like, if you add context into it, you lot are coming off the back of 3 straight defeats, bro. So to lose 4-2 to you, man, that I know it's not too much of a shock, but it shouldn't have been happening in that fashion. That's what I think he meant. Still,
yeah, exactly, because that.
Yeah, make sure.
Hey, Casey, you ride for his team, you know. I love it.
You know this, bro.
But the thing, what Casey's saying, right, is he's saying it like as if like, don't disrespect the team, but being honest though, like, bro, come on.
Yeah, no, I hear you. We have no right beating you, man, at Stamford Bridge. No right. Exactly. From our form, the way you was playing as well. Nah, no right.
Yeah, no right at all. Like, bro, if you deep it as well, like, a lot of like Arsenal fans will just come and say, "Oh yeah, are you not even gonna get third place? Like, you're not even sure you're gonna get top 4." Like, come on, like 9 out of 10. Our games in hand right now. So we've got Leeds and we've got Watford as well. Like, I would say normally, and Wolves as well. So those are 3 games in hand right now. They are comfortable. They on paper should be comfortable wins, but with what's happening, it's hard to tell. Then with what's happening, what we got FA Cup as well. I don't know about that, innit? I don't know, because there's a lot of things in the mist. And I've said, if we're playing like this, we get smoked FA Cup. We don't deserve to win it.
As I said, all it takes is one more loss for you, and you're dragged into the top 4 battle, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, 100%. One more loss.
One more loss, and you're dragged in, bro.
100%.
So that was your lifeline. Your lifeline was Everton. That was the one little space you had, the little gap to say, you know what, comfort. Now there's no comfort, bro.
I can't like Aspi and that just doing an inside job, because you see
Aspi, real talk, fam.
Bro, you see Chelsea, that I don't like Lampard in it. I never have. Like, I don't get twisted, great football and that, but I just don't like him in it because the whole Gerrard thing. But like, I want him to. It's not even that it's Everton, because Monts will tell you, as a London Liverpool fan, Everton don't really bother us. But any team Lampard manages, if they were in this situation, if he was in the relegation battle with them, I'd want them gone. But it's the fact that Everton are playing. They showed a bit of heart against us second half, but they're poor. And then, but the reason why I didn't necessarily shock me, because I had that game a draw. I didn't even have Chelsea to win before it. But every time I watch Chelsea, especially that Newcastle game, and Havertz saved you. Sorry, not Newcastle game, the West Ham one last week.
Yeah,
Havertz saved you. Yeah. you look like you're technically sound. You pop it about well, but that it stops there. Like there's no attacking threat. There's no fear in you. It's just that you're just keeping the ball, but there's not that killer instinct. And I'm just like, bro, I fall asleep watching you lot. And you know what's gonna annoy me, Billy? Yeah,
it's true though.
You lot are gonna turn it up in the final against us. It's just Chelsea. You're just gonna make it hard.
Exactly.
It's annoying. It's annoying. I want you to play how you're playing now.
It's true. This is the thing. Like, do you know what it is? And I said when it was that Arsenal match when I saw you, I said, cool. There was literally like no creativity. There's not even that. It was the Manchester United. Sorry, so the Manchester United match is when I saw we're in trouble because that one. Me personally, I've always said it. Whenever we draw to Arsenal, whenever we draw to Man United, it just feels like a loss. It might as well just be a loss because with the form that Man United are in right now, we should not be losing. Yeah, we should not be drawing or losing at all. That. Why are we drawing? Do you get it?
One second. We have to shout out some of these people in the comments, man. I'm seeing them there. They're popping up. We see Ali, obviously always Ali nice and early.
Big up, man.
Pablo, big up.
Big up, Pablo.
Big up, Pablo, man.
Here through Eid as well. I see you, man. Dedication. I like it.
Big up all my Muslim followers, my people, then big up all of them, man.
Lewis, I see you, man. We're good, man. We're all here. We're all breathing. Obviously, Arsenal off the back of a nice win. We're going to get into that soon. Chelsea.
Lewis, you'll be happy.
I don't see Latimus in the comments. Shock. Don't see him here.
I ain't seen him for weeks since that defeat.
Honestly, big up Ravi. Yeah, come on, man. But lads, like, obviously, I want the comments to answer as well. Like, what do you think went wrong in the Everton game? Like, because looking at it, and I've been saying it I've been thinking it for a couple of whiles. I haven't said it, but Chelsea never really look dangerous on the attack.
They don't.
Like, they can score, but they don't look like, oh my gosh, when they attack, like there's a 50-50 chance that this could be a thing. Like, I don't.
It don't look like Man City or Liverpool attack. Basically.
No, but it doesn't even look. It doesn't even look like Spurs or even Brentford on their day. Right, like, bro. I just don't get.
Why are you going to say that?
But I'm not worried. Like,
but I get it. It's just not.
I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what it is though, because I've clocked it. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I watched the Manchester United match, bro, there was no creativity, there was no threat, there was like lack of intensity as well. Like, there was no drive or like we need to like let's go at them. Yeah, I feel like there was just so much like tactical play, or do you know what I mean? Or let's play it a bit safe, or if we make a long pass, this player's got to be there. Like, do you know what I mean? There was no like let's actually go at it, or let's actually try to do this. It didn't. So when I saw that, I said, all right, cool. Nah, there's a problem, and going on from this, that bro, I wouldn't be surprised. We face Everton. It should be a win, but if we keep playing like this, like. I want like the play when I see the play as well, yeah. When I see Chelsea attacking it, and like cool, Havertz is up top, and yeah, you got Mount, you got Werner, yeah, like that man got pace, but then it's like it's just somehow it's slow. Do you know what I mean? Like you just watch it and it's slow, innit? And I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why.
Bro, that's what brings me to my next question, and obviously what Pablo said here in the comments: 100 mil for Lukaku to hold bench. Now, to me, I'm not sure if you spend 100 million on a striker and he can't even come on against one of his former clubs where you're losing, right? You're losing, you need a goal, you've got a £100 million striker on the bench and he can't come on. And it's because I personally think they don't know how to fit him into their system. So they don't play him. Because if you could fit him into your system, he would play over Werner. He's a better finisher than Werner. He's a better finisher.
I don't even think he should be in
he's a better finisher, but like, okay, so then what's your actual main question here? Because I don't know.
My main question is, why is Thomas Tuchel not finding a way to get Lukaku into the team, knowing that if he's in the team, you'll score more goals?
But do you know what I think? It's not even about why is he not finding a way. It's about the whole thing of we've tried it. Then it's like there's just too much politics around that player, if that makes sense in it, and the club and why he's put. Because when you like saying stuff and just dipping into the whole interview stuff and all he was saying and them times, yeah. When you're saying stuff like that and your attitude when you play as well, it just shows that you don't really care, that your heart's not in it. So why am I gonna put someone, on paper, cool, that they're a better finisher, etc., but really and truly, like, you're not gonna have that drive or that passion from dying moments, like, to actually put it in the net. Like, for example, bro, like, let's say, for example, you got Origi, right? Like, dying moments, he's a superstar. Everybody knows he can get a goal when you needed to get a goal, yeah? And the thing is, well, you would say, like, someone like, for example, Salah might be a better finisher. But my point is this, like, let's say, for example, Salah's not performing well, or like Salah's just doing a Lukaku right now, yeah? Bro, you're gonna put like Origi over, or you're gonna start him over like Mo Salah maybe at one point. Do you know what I mean? Because it's more so like Werner. We're gonna start Werner over Lukaku, and even though they don't seem to play the same role, but it's like I'm gonna start him over Lukaku because he's just showing that drive right now at the moment. He's just showing he wants to be there. He's showing he will try it all. Lukaku's not gonna do that. Lukaku's not gonna do that. I've been saying this. I feel like one, he doesn't fit. Two, he was a panic buy anyway. He was definitely a panic buy because we needed a striker. But I feel like we just should have baked off. We just should have held in it. But yeah, I mean, we didn't do that. So
you know what is Billy though? Just to stop you there, I know a lot of my fan base will get emotional when I say this. And me want to have the same view of Jota. Yeah, Jota, if he's not scoring, doesn't have that mad like link up in it. But this is kind of a similar case for Lukaku. As much as he's in bad form, hardly played, doesn't have that drive. If that's still that one opportunity drops to him, he probably will bag. Let's say 8 times out of 10. So in a situation where you're trying to salvage a draw at Everton, like Casey said, against his former club, I think he could have salvaged a draw, or that one opportunity he could have just scored. So
I think he did play though, anyway, at the end, or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but I think he did play anyway, though.
I can't lie, zoned out. I think I even stopped watching the game. I'm not sure, but as far as I watched to about the 60th or 65th minute, he hadn't played, so I'm not sure. But I just feel like if he didn't come on, that it's like, when you gonna get game time, because you're chasing a game. You're supposed to be lot's bag, man. That Tuchel should have at least shown him minutes if he didn't.
It's true. Nah, but
pick up one touch.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, pick up one touch, man. Corey should be jumping on soon, hopefully.
Nah, definitely.
He's been hiding for a minute. But I wanted to ask Billy, what do you feel about Havertz, fam? Because you see, when I look at him, I'm not convinced, fam.
I know where this is going, bro. I feel like I know where this is going. You know what it is, and I've been speaking this about to bare people. Yeah, I feel like Havertz. Like, don't get me wrong, he's not getting the numbers that I would necessarily want a 60 mil man to do, but he is showing potential to get them numbers. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
I think he's cold. I've been saying it. So to interrupt. You know it is. Yeah, Havertz is a techie one, because for that money, I'm not a stats man in it, but for that money, how much are you getting for what, 70 mil?
I think so, like that.
So in that region, let's just say between 65 to 75 mil. Yeah, you have to have the stats to go with it. But I've seen enough of there's certain players you just have to look at them and it's about he's quality. The only thing with Havertz is that Champions League final bought him a lot of time and credit in the bank. Had he not scored that Champions League final, I reckon he would have had. Bro, I reckon people would have been more on him. But it's like, when you think of Havertz, you think, not playing the best, but he won us the Champions League. That's what I think Chelsea fans' mindset are. But he is. I rate him. I actually do, and I think he's going to be a slow burner, because I think eventually people are going to see, this guy's the real deal, and the numbers should come with it. But if you actually just watch him, like that final against us when we played in the Carling Cup final, Billy, he was 30.
He
was
causing us problems.
Do you know what I would say? Yeah, this might be wild, isn't it? I'll say I'll warn you from that. This might be wild, but obviously, with the right people, I say, so bring someone like Lewandowski to my team. You bring him in, playing with Havertz, Lewandowski, Havertz, bro. Like, I can just see him becoming the next Lewandowski, innit? Like, I just feel like they're bro, wait, deep it.
Land. I want to let you land stuff.
And do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Yeah, because the way, don't get me wrong, when he was in Bundesliga, right? Yeah, he was putting up numbers, and I think he was like the second fastest as well in the Bundesliga at one of the seasons as well. So already, like, he's already showed that quality. He's already showed that talent. He really showed that he can do that. Hence why we bought him for that kind of money. So it's like Lewandowski, yeah, like cool. Lewandowski's got numbers. Yeah, there's a long way to go. That I know, innit? But hence why I said, you give it time, it will happen. I did, like, when people say something like, "Oh, Havertz is generational," they're not wrong. They're not wrong, innit? Like, I'm just being honest. Like, they're not wrong, because when I see Havertz play, I'm like, yeah, this guy's got talent. He's got a bit of working to do, but you put him against the right people, you lot will see. Like, you lot
I hear that.
You know what I mean? You gotta trust the process.
It's that, not to compare, yeah, but in top quality wise, you see how Kiz and Casey, see how like people didn't believe the Odegaard hype at first, and then then you slowly just see this guy is a quality bowler. That's like Havertz, that you can see the quality in him. But I just think you don't get a lot of time in this league, and especially this is his second full season now. Yeah, second full season, and the stats still aren't there. That's what I'm saying. If he didn't score that goal to win them that trophy, I reckon Chelsea fans probably would have been calling for his head now, because us English fans, we're just impatient. But
big up Flawless.
Big up you, man. Big up.
I reckon Havertz will eventually. I rate him, but he just for that sum. I'm not a stats man, like I said, but you do have to have the numbers to go with the talent. You do.
This is it, Roms. Yeah. That's what we could say for. It's not even just Havertz. We could say that for. We could say that for Werner, because I don't think Werner's a bad player. I just feel like the money they spent and what they got him for, I expect him more. You know,
that's
so I feel like the whole Chelsea team.
And I got a question for. Sorry to cut you, Casey. I got a question for Billy as well. I feel like Werner he's just a scapegoat. That at certain times Chelsea fans just get onto him for no reason. But I think he's integral to the way you play. When you don't do go on breaking that, it's always him stretching play or making run. Again, I have to revert back to the game, because I think the last time I actually saw you lot play well was probably against us in the final, which, if we're being real, you should have won. And the way he was stretching us, I was shook, bro. That I was at the game, just shook that. These managers. What's your thoughts on Werner? Because
do you know what it is? And I go back to one point that I always say, like, we need to understand when you whatever league you come from, when you go to the Premier League, like, it's a different ball game. It's a different
whole different.
And there's not that much players that can literally adjust no matter what position you're in, and I'll name a few. But there's not that much players that can literally come from whatever league, even La Liga, Bundesliga, and put up numbers or show that they can do what they were doing in the other league back in Premier League. So, like, for example, I say cool, Chancelo's doing it. What's my name? I've gone blank in my head.
Even Cancelo went straight away. So, you know what I mean? It took him a bit of...
Okay, cool. So even forget Chancellor for now, then,
Kulusevski,
Kulusevski, Luis Diaz. You look at them players. You get what I mean? Not many players could do what they're doing, especially in the team that Kulusevski's doing, like, in right now. Like, not many people can literally try and draw up play or get that many assists, or do you know what I mean? Like, it's hard, isn't it? Everybody knows the Premier League is the hardest league ever.
But I find that's just excuses, because I feel like if you
look at Odegaard doing the most when he first came.
It's all about them.
Let me tell you why. Because if you do the right type of scouting, you could get them from Japan for all I care. Yeah, you can get them anywhere, and they can come in and fill a system. And
you got Tommy.
Yes, they might. I'm just saying, like,
he's not lying.
You lot bought quality. Let's not like you bought someone and it was a risk, or I'm dibbling dabbling 20 mil hoping that this person can become something. No, you lot went and bought ready-made talents. Yeah, Werner, ready-made talents.
Havertz,
what the biggest at the time, one of the biggest young talents at the time. Yeah, all these other players, Lukaku, another example, bro. You lot have bought big names, thinking that they were like it's kind of similar to Man U, and thinking that if I get the right players, that's it. I've caught up. Well, I'm catching up to Liverpool and City, and we're title pushing. And it didn't turn out that way. So now everyone's coming with the Werner's the Bundesliga is kind of hard, you know, and all of this and Havertz. No. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Bro, no. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Bro, it's not an excuse because it's like cool. You got to deep it, yeah. Fine. Everybody knows Premier League is hard, isn't it? Everybody knows that. But at the end of the day, when you come into it, yeah, like I'm saying, like you at the time, you're gonna see, all right, cool, yeah. These men are doing it. Luis Diaz is doing it right now. Yeah, cool. But it's hard to do that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's hard to actually do that, bro. It's like I said, Odegaard, he wasn't producing numbers or big numbers, or do you know what I mean? When he first came Premier League, he wasn't, was he?
Not numbers. I don't think he even gets numbers now, but that's not really his style of play.
And it's all variables as well. It depends on what type of play you are, what team you're going into at the time, what's the expectation. Are you going into a set system? There's so many. So I wouldn't it's not one size fits all. It is literally on a case by case basis in terms of players landing. Like even Kulusevski.
And I feel like for Chelsea's case,
like
there's high expectations, bro. You just won the champs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Everyone's ranting and you're thinking that, if I go and get the final piece, because they asked Tuchel, you can get whoever you want. And that's probably what they said to him. You just won the champs. What do you need to go and compete for the champs again or win the Prem? And he said, I need another striker. He went and got the best that he thought, bro. Because let's not act like they just got him.
It wasn't the best that he thought, man, because it was a panic buy. We actually bid this for Haaland and we didn't get him.
He was number 2 option.
We did it, huh?
Oh, yeah.
He was number. Yeah, he was. You're right. Exactly. He was number 2 option. You're right. Lukaku was number 2 option.
Like, bro, we bidded for him. We didn't get him. So do you know what I mean? Like, Lukaku was not the number 1 choice. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why, anytime you talk about Lukaku, I'm not involved because I'm just gonna agree with you. I'm just gonna agree. Like, I'm not involved in it because I've said it for start. I didn't like the youth when he came, and I don't like him now. I just don't see it, and I never saw it, and here we are in it. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, he's I would say, he's a world-class striker, but just not for my team, though. Simple. It's just not for my team, innit? He just doesn't suit the style of Chelsea. Simple as that.
All right, 1 second. Let me see some of these comments as well. I just see Corey in there. Corey's saying he's on his way home, so
come home quick, G.
We'll be able to definitely
big up
shortly. Yeah, we'll attack him shortly. And play that bag regularly.
The thing is, the game's moved on though. Like I said, the number 9s now. Like if you look at the top teams, like I say, Benzema and Lewandowski are 2 of like the last breed of that. The game has moved on. Most teams don't play with out and out 9s. Like people will play false 9s. But yeah, out and out 9s, that shit's dead.
And just to even add to that, Flawless, Kane, you wouldn't even say is an out and out 9 anymore. No. Like he's dropping in, he's linking things up. So you're right. It's last of a dying breed.
Yeah, like that's what that is. And people still for some reason want to hang on to this. You need to get a 9 to score you 25, 30 goals a season to be successful. Look at the last few. Look at the 2 teams dominating in this country. They don't play with 9s. Who's the last Premier League side to actually play with a 9 that got 25, 30 goals a season that won the Premier League?
I could argue Diego Costa, Chelsea. Man. Yeah, that's coming off the top of my head, and that's ages ago.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe one of the Aguero seasons with Pep. Maybe you know what I'm saying. I don't even think he got 25. You're talking 5 months. Said like Diego Costa. We're talking 5-6 years ago. Like the game's moved on. People.
Yeah, it's true.
Nah, facts. What is
it's true? 10 and a 9 are the two positions that have kind of been phased out.
Well, and obviously football goes in cycles. So will there become a point where maybe number 9s come back in fashion. Yeah. And then everyone will follow suit. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? It was 4-4-2. Then everyone went 4-3-3 because that became successful. Then the 3 at the back became a thing. And then so it just goes in cycles. That's all it is. Now it's the 4-2-3-1/4-3-3 thing.
Yeah. I hear what Blake Hernandez is saying here. You won't be scoring. He's an overall good Premier League player. Everton was amazing because no one did a low block against Everton. But against Chelsea, they do. And Lukaku isn't a good player. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying. But I think to say he wasn't a good player, tiny bit of a stretch. Yeah, I think at Everton, he was there.
He's good. The problem with Lukaku is he gives you goals and not much else. So if you're a player who's giving me goals, if you're a player who's giving me one thing, you better be exceptional at that one thing. If you're goals, you better be 45 goals to justify everything else you lack. And I said this about Lukaku. I watched him at United. His goal scoring record is not the issue I have. He was at Manchester United. It's the fact that when he didn't score, you're playing with 10 men. You don't run in behind. You don't stretch defenses. There's no link-up play. He don't get, and everyone was like, he went to Inter. I've said this before. Play Lukaku in the front too, and you see the best of him. That's why he's and in Milan they played him with Martinez. Even in the Euros, the best you've seen of him is when they went to a back 3 and they played split strikers. And you see him when he moved out to the right. That's what him up top on his own, like, you're gonna die a horrible death, and we're seeing it.
Facts, fam. See one thing, you don't need a striker, and hella man are leaving this season. Don't need a striker. I mean,
you need a kid. I wouldn't say a striker, but you need someone within that front 3 that will just bag for you. That
you need an exceptional player in that front 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't say a number. That Flawless just said, number 9's kind of been phased out, but you need someone with that killer instinct, because watching you lot just get the ball to the final first and just not know what to do, it's hilarious. Hilarious, honestly.
Yeah. Wait, I didn't know that. Look, Havertz has 2 more goals in all comps than Lukaku. Oh, damn.
Yeah, something like that. And I swear he's played that. It must be double figures in terms of games. Like, how I'm saying it as a join, like that Champions League goal has got him a lot of space.
That's what I was saying.
That's why, yeah, bro. That's what I said.
Flawless, had he not scored that, I reckon Chelsea fans would want him. You know how they stay. They would want him out.
Different conversations in that. That Champions League goal got him a lot of leeway. And I talked to a lot of Chelsea fans and they've said that. Like,
cool, but of course it's gonna do naturally though. Do you know what I mean? Like,
naturally.
I get that, but then how much time does it then give him? That would be my question to people who like use that as the excuse. Like, oh, well and good. You scored as the Champions League goal, but then you can be bad for the next season and a half, 2 seasons.
But this is the thing though, yeah. And the thing about like some Chelsea fans is like, if we can be impatient, innit? You know, that's one thing, innit? So it's if that was happening, if that was reoccurring, like for a very long while, do you know what I mean? We would have pulled up and like, listen, what are you doing? Like, because we're quick to call it out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People that will shy about will say, yo, what's happening? What's going on? What's do you know what I mean? Let's pattern up or like, we'll get on to them. But I think for me, that's what I said, yeah. Like you said, Bagsman, killer instinct. That was this sounds like bro, like he will go for the cheap as well. He's already trying to leave anyway. Bayern, he hasn't signed another contract. Like you put him there for what, a year or 2, do you know what I mean? And then, you know, within that time you see what other generation or young talent is there, and you get me. Or even you don't even know what's gonna happen in a year or two.
True, because he could still get better. I'm just saying I like the same energy to be kept, because you lot played Real Madrid. Lukaku missed a free header. Man heard all the bias in the first leg. Havertz missed a key free header in the Bernabeu. Actually got swept under the rug in that. Like, you on the court, you got to play by the rules.
No. Flawless, do you know why I say that I got swept under and it had to, because I feel like that match was so unlucky that we didn't win, and
it was heartbreaking for you.
Everyone say it. Do you know what I mean? So it's football, innit? Things happen. Those, like, it's not like as if, like, for example, there's chances that you know you should have converted and you tried your hardest in it and it just didn't work out for you. And then there's chances that it's like, what are you doing? Like, you should have purposely done that and you just didn't try hard enough. Like, you look at, for example, when we played Liverpool the Carabao Cup and there was Mount and Pulisic, that was those chances that they didn't convert was disgraceful, right? They should have put that through. But then when you look at it, when you compare it to the Champions League, and it's like, all right, cool. Those chances you tried, fair enough. It didn't go in. It happens, innit? Like, what more could you have actually done in that scenario? Do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's the difference, innit? Do you know what I mean? So you can't.
I hear you. It's all about how you manage expectations. That's me. Because if you're getting free header inside the 6-yard box, you got to be scoring. That's just me, though. Because Lukaku should have bagged and Havertz should have bagged. But that's just how I look at it. And then I've seen him play. Obviously, United played Chelsea recently. And again, the 2 chances he missed in that game, I'm like, yo, if it's Lukaku, he's probably trending on Twitter. But again, that's not my club. I'm just saying, innit? Like, and I'm not a fan of Lukaku at all. I'm just saying, like,
I'm not, bro. So we agree on something at least, bro. Like, everyone told you, I don't like the guy. He needs to go. And I've said this, bro.
That's We'll allow Billy. Because I want to get on to him about when we get the Arsenal game. I want to ask him something as well. So we'll allow Billy for now, innit?
Arsenal game.
But
we're live. Trust me.
Someone that obviously got a little routine win. You know, as expected, I didn't, gonna say it. Liverpool obviously got their little win. As usual. So we can briefly talk about it.
I love it.
The confidence, I love it, man.
Tell me about the Liverpool game. Cause obviously, I only briefly watched it. I saw you lot scored, and I'm like, yeah, game.
You know what? Yeah.
Before you go, Ramel, you man, I'm only here for a short time, so I got a dip. But big up to you lot every single time. I love being
big up yourself every time.
Every time, man. Yo, shout out to the whole chat as well. You lot, make sure you like, subscribe, keep supporting all the man. Them Big Six band. Shout out to Monts as well. Man, we'll catch up with you, man, soon. Yeah. All right. Love, man.
But you know what it is, yeah. I never really liked 12:30 kickoffs, and there's this myth that we don't do well in it. But like when I look back at it, we've got 100% record in 12:30 kickoffs this season. But Newcastle were coming into this game with big form. Like I think they won their last 6 in a row at home. They won their last in total last 4 out of 5. Like they had a lot of confidence. I knew we would win, but I didn't think it would be as comfortable as that. And the scoreline doesn't reflect the performance because we dominated them from start to finish. And normally in a game, a team will have a spell. They didn't even have a spell. Like, I don't even remember them even having clear-cut chances like that. And it was crazy that my only frustration, and maybe I'm being a bit spoiled here, is that we should have scored more because
100.
I've got this thing where I don't. Monts won't want me to bring this energy on the channel, but I think we're winning 3 out of the 4. I think this is the one that we're not winning, innit? But City, let's say, for example, City lose and we draw. We're then level on points. Then it goes to goal difference. And you saw what City done to Leeds. They've just closed that to 1 goal now. And it's like, bruv, we should have punished them a bit more because, again, Kate has had a lot of slack since being at Liverpool. And I've always said, keep this guy fit. There's a player in there. It's kind of come to fruition now. I think other fans are looking at that. No, there's actually a player in there because he was immense. James Milner, which I've been cussing for years, that I respect his career in that. Bro, he was probably our man of the match, bro. He was passing 100%. That. Second half, he was passing like Thiago, bro. I was like, bro, who's this imposter, bro? Like, this ain't the Milner I've been used to seeing. But Milner was excellent. Man of the match for me. Our midfield was excellent. Obviously, we had an eye on the Villarreal game. We made bare changes. Salah didn't start. But I was very impressed with us. Dominated from start to finish. The main thing is getting not even just a win, but a clean sheet at Newcastle. Newcastle are one of the most informed teams. What Howe's done there is mad, but we just nullified them. But yeah, that just wraps up the Liverpool game. Routine win. And I didn't think it would be that easy. I thought it would be, my prediction score going into it was 2-1. But yeah, I'm happy with the clean sheet. Just wish we scored a few more. But it's smiles all around. To be a red right now, it's just, you can't describe it, bro. It's just
Newcastle are mad shit though, man. They play dead, fam.
They're doing their thing though a bit though.
They're doing their thing, but they play dead, fam.
With Newcastle, I feel like we all knew that Liverpool was going to be a very hard game, and if they manage to get anything, it's always that. Well, I find with Liverpool, there's only one way you can beat them. They have to be on their off day, and you have to be on your day. It's not a thing where if they're playing all right, you'll get a win. You still won't beat them. You have to catch them, or you have to make them go on their off game, and play exceptionally well. So I didn't think that Newcastle, they have got some results and everything, but I don't think I've seen. In fact, no, that's a lie. I've seen one exceptional performance from Newcastle where I was like, yeah, they deserve to win this game. If they played it 10 times, they'll probably smoke them. So, but I don't know. I feel like they're not using Saint Maximin correctly. I don't know what it is with this guy. Like, I rate him highly. I feel like
he's got the end product, bro.
Sorry to cut you. That's what I was gonna jump in. CK, you said you rate him highly. I rate him, but I've never thought he's that wow player because he's always lacked end product. When I watch him, he's exciting. He's a problem. He's direct, but he reminds me of Adama. Like them two just cut from the same cloth. Like very direct. There'll be a problem for you, but when they get into the final third, when it matters,
you kind of know.
There's nothing there. It's true. There's nothing going on. It's facts.
Agreed.
I'll just see what one touch said. Bro, no. You can watch back even on Saints channel, bro. I thought it would be tight. I wasn't shook. I always knew we'd get the 3 points. It would be tight. But the fact we dominated from start to finish, bro, that was over the moon. That they didn't even have a spell.
I think they had like 80% possession.
It's something. I think it was 72-28 or something mad. But
something like that.
They hardly touched it really.
But I can't lie though. Like with Newcastle's form, don't get me wrong, Liverpool's form is high there, but I did expect a bit more. Newcastle, do you know what I mean? Like show a bit more than that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can at least show right, cool. We're in form. Like we can actually show you look at cool what we've actually been doing. Bro. Like, we're not gonna be no Newcastle that you knew at the start of the season, or do you know what I mean? Newcastle last season. Nah, like we're actually about now. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Like I expected a bit more. And she Saint Maximin, like I say like I rate him, but I don't know, and it's a bit of a catch-22 because I don't know one if that is Newcastle isn't really the team for him. But then again, the reason why I say it's a catch-22 because it's like with the new owners, and do you know what I mean? They probably might even just build the team around players like him anyway, if not him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because it's like big owners, like the richest. Actually, they're basically the richest club, like in the entire do you know what I mean? Football. So it's like, bro, could you be patient and stay? Do you want to stay? Do you know what I mean? So you know what I mean? It's not all easy. It's not an easy decision for him anyway. It's like because regardless, they will build it around him, but it's just the whole thing of whether he wants to stay there for that. Because I don't really see that. I don't think St. Max like Newcastle is the team for him, and he could go to another team. But then again, what other team would buy him like that in a big six team? Do you know what I mean? Like I can only see that we wouldn't buy him. I don't think Liverpool or Man City would buy him either. I can see a team like Arsenal buying him. Me personally, I can see. I don't know why I can just see it. I don't see Tottenham touching him, but not to say he's not good enough for Tottenham because he is. But I just don't see him in Tottenham. Do you know what I'm saying?
You know, he's very injury prone as well. That he gets injured quite a bit. But I just think you hit the nail in the head. I feel like Newcastle, him and Bruno Gamara is how you pronounce it. I think they're going to be the two players that they're going to build that team around. Still, but for now anyway. But yeah, man, he's a frustrating player because the talent's there. He's talented. He's direct. He gives you problems, but. Yeah, man, I've just seen him in the final third just do some madness. I'm like, bro, you're better than that. Then I start to think, wait, I'm seeing this too much. That this might just be that you're.
I've got something else I want to ask you as well. Like, it's coming touching on to your next game. So obviously your next game is Tottenham, right? Okay,
please win. Just win.
I'm saying from now, I'll assure you now, Casey and Kid, you'll be smiling. Like one thing I will say, we'll beat them, but I don't think we're gonna batter them because I know goal difference is key, but we'll beat them. We always do the things, but it's no illusion. They always give us a tough game at Anfield, but we always get it done. Like, Tottenham are whipping boys, bro. Like, we get it done. You two, you have nothing to worry about it. And if you can beat Leeds, that's 5 points clear going into that derby. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I don't even want to talk too much because I don't want to do nothing.
Leeds will be tough.
Big up Jamie.
Leeds will be
tough. They're in a battle now. They're in a relegation battle.
100.
Like what it is, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, right? Out of all of us, Tottenham probably do give you. If I had to say a team that, besides City, that can beat Liverpool, weirdly, it's Tottenham. Yeah, and I think it's because all their benefits exploit all your weaknesses. Like the way they play is basically a counter you. So they soak up pressure and break fast, and you press high up the pitch and leave yourself open to a counter. So I don't know, like it's gonna be weird because in my head I said a draw. I can see another draw in this game if I'm honest, and I see a goal draw as well, like a 2-2 or something like that. I don't know why. I just can weirdly see Tottenham potentially getting a result.
Because you know what?
I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. I wouldn't be surprised because, like, especially you got a deep, like, it's not Poch that's there, or I can't even remember the brother's name, the other manager from Wolves, but it's not even my man that's there. And bro, Conte's there, and it's like Conte's a good manager, bro, and he will know like how to at least play against his Liverpool team. Not to say, how to win against the Liverpool team, but how to play and how to at least try and get a result. Like, he can actually do it. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised.
You know what it is? I hear why you lot wouldn't be surprised. I'm just saying the form we're in, the way Anfield's going to be rocking, they're going to cave it. We'll win that. Like, I'm not worried. We'll win that game. But what Casey said, he hit the nail on the head. You see with Spurs, right? Just use the City game as a template. They don't like to have a lot of the ball. Their strength literally exploit. But Casey, you say exploits our weaknesses and our high line. You do know we've conceded more offside goals than actual goals, bro. It's crazy that we've conceded like 30 something offside goals. That the high line is working the best it's ever worked. The offside trap, our back four's in sync. But even if you like look at previous games at Anfield past season, do you not remember one time Sissoko was on a break, Kim and Son, and Dak was just defending by himself, and they should have bagged. I don't know if you don't remember. Like Sissoko was actually running, it was 2v1, and Dak just did a mad thing. He stifled both of them by himself. This is why he's just the best. But that game,
I agree because you've got Alisson, who is, in my opinion, the best one-on-one keeper in the world. Like in those situations that you lot can leave him in, 9 times out of 10, he's pulling off. He's saving at least one. You don't give away too many that are onside, so the chances are low.
For him this year, that's a mad, bro. That's over half your game, bro.
Literally, I can't believe it.
But back to your point, Casey. This is what I have to tell some Liverpool fans, Carl. I'm not a deluded one that will go like say Brett Brazy thing. I'm grounded, and the top, if anything, word to you, if there's a team to stop us in our last 5-6 games, it is them, because they love playing against teams that keep the ball. Even the City game, bro, if they can counter you and Bentancur and Hober could just play it to the front three, or Kane drops in and you've got Kulusevski and Son just going past you, that's how they scored most of their goals against City on the counter. So, but the difference with us and City, I think we've got more killers, and I think we can put that game to bed early. That's the only difference. I think we will. Like it won't be no battering, but we'll beat Spurs. I'm confident of it.
How do you stop that?
I don't think you should be confident though. That's the thing. I don't.
Wait, you don't think you should be confident?
I don't think you should.
No, because this is what I'm saying. Yeah. Then
wait. Can I just stop you there? Yeah. How can you say you shouldn't be confident when we're unbeaten in how long? We're at home. We're in the form of our life.
Okay. I'll tell you why. Yeah. Right. So one, it will be the game that you least expect in it, that you're so like. Look what happened. Not to compare Chelsea to obviously Liverpool, but look what happened when Chelsea boxed Everton. We lost. Yeah. And then if you deep it as well, Liverpool versus Newcastle, right? You don't won 1-0, 70-something possession, and obviously we're all saying that you lot should have put that game to bed. But 1-0 isn't enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Because anything can happen when it's 1-0. Deflection, own goal, freak accident, boom, it's 1-1. Then what? Or then, and the next thing you know, 90-minute boom, it's 2-1. Because do you know what I mean? Like, football's a real funny game that you don't know what is going to happen. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you can like on paper, yes, cool. Liverpool should win, 100%. But when you're at a time that is at an all-time high, it's like you gotta have a little leeway of maybe I don't know. Something could probably happen. I don't want it to, but I wouldn't be 100% confident. Like I that's just me in it, car. Maybe that's just the whole. I'm not so optimistic because I'll just be like, right, cool, yeah, something could happen. But I mean, I'm 80-90% confident that we will win. But 10%, I won't really leave it out. I won't rule it out. That's what I'm saying. That's what my point is. Don't rule it out. Don't rule Tottenham out. Just
no. Because the thing is, any of the big six, apart unless you're United, but any of the big six, I'm not like I never really ruled out like that, and I'm never really optimistic. But this is the best my team's ever been in my lifetime, and we're so good. Look, he's smiling.
As soon as you said Man United, he said, hold on.
About my team, you shouldn't be speaking. Like, just concentrate on you.
I know what he's thinking.
Do me.
Keep my team out of your mouth.
I want to know where the confidence has come from.
I'm great. It's a great day. Saw the win.
It's a great day.
I'm great.
You're not saying all the 11 should be thrown out. He's saying it's a great day now. He's saying it's a great day.
Like, obviously, Mandem never disrespect Ronaldo again. Like, it's as simple as that.
Oh, bro.
If he touches 20 league goals, I don't want to give him his credit, but you have to. You have 20 league goals. No, that's crazy.
20 league goals, please. Leave my goal out here. What's Messi been doing this season? Need I say more? Okay, someone else has been putting up the numbers at 37 years of age.
No, I'll pick him up.
In a harder league.
That he has been used to, though. Just say that he has played it before. Just say it. But
still, at the age, you have to give him his prop. At that age, bro, it's crazy.
Nah, you got you. But that's calm. I'll give it to him. But as long as United don't get Champions League,
that's a nice segue. We might as well move on to United now because Liverpool we've kind of wrapped up. I'm just saying, just to close the Liverpool thing. I hear you shouldn't write out Spurs, but I do think we beat them. We tie it, but I think a 2-1 or like a 1-0. It'll be a close game, but we'll do it. But yeah, let's
win that game. No way, Anfield.
That's what I'm saying. I just think with experience is too high right now,
bro. Anfield's a different dragon. Like the fans just turn up week in, week out, and just push this team to perform on a level I don't see. You don't really see too often. Like Anfield's a joke. They're not winning.
Anfield's different, man. I don't know what it is about Anfield. It's just the players, community, they just all get together. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, even refs, we get in refs' head. The decision that we shouldn't get, we just get, bro. It's the power of the ground, bro. They man think
it's mad. What I did want to do, Rums, was go to the Arsenal because I got a cut soon, innit? So let's just go through the Arsenal game quickly, and then Arsenal game. What are you man saying, fam? Because for me, it wasn't really it wasn't an exciting game. Like we had to grind for it.
You just had to win, innit?
You had to win it. We got the points. What are you man saying for Eddie and Ketia? Because I got grilled. Man, were telling me, I even see not telling me, kids, apologize. I'm not trying to apologize yet. Not yet. Two good games.
Credit when credit's due. He's done his thing the last 3-4 games. You gotta give credit, because bro, I used to get onto him, bro. I used to think he was just poor, but I see his little podcast thing, and he's like, "Give me minutes, and I'll show you that better performances." But you know, with Eddie, that props on his due. He's played well, and even that win, that's a big win that we even lost there early in the season. And it's like with Arsenal, if that's a couple seasons ago, you lose that game, that you lot don't have the character to even see that game out. So, and it's kind of a myth that they rested bare man, because other than Antonio, I think
the rest were playing, bro.
Yeah, other than Dawson and Dawson suspending Antonio, and I think someone else, I think Suchek, but other than that, that was a strong West Ham team. So yeah,
100%,
man,
100%. I mean, I personally think I still don't think top four is done. Although people want to be like, oh yeah, Liverpool, they'll get spoiled by Liverpool.
It's done for certain teams, and it's confirmed for certain teams.
For certain, man. For certain.
What I want to say, but certain men are still gonna be seeing Europa Leagues.
Facts.
Bro, you know what? Yeah, although Suchek was missed, you said, I thought Noble had a very good game.
You
think?
Noble had a decent game still.
I thought Pyramid Perlo pocketed him, fam. Put him in his back pocket, fam.
Wait, who's Pyramid Perlo? You can't be associating them names with us. Wait, who's your nickname?
Corey, tell him. So Corey, you know who Pyramid Perlo is, right?
You see how weird they are.
El Neni, like he's playing well, but you can't be putting Perlo in the same.
I never made the nickname. I hear the nickname. I hear it. What he's been doing these last 2 weeks, mad. Give him his credit, bro. Give him his flowers, bro.
I can't like it, yeah. This is why people hate your fan base because you can't be doing
bro. You know what it is, yeah? Man, you know why I'm saying that? Because man, I'm telling me apologize over Eddie for 2 good games. Bro, since El Neni's come into the team, he's been immense, bro. Chelsea away, immense.
He's been solid. United,
still. Immense. Yeah. Literally.
I'm going to talk about Tomato. I want to talk about Tomato. The fact that he's injured again.
He's not injured, bro. He's not injured. He had a tight calf. He came off last 10 minutes. He's fine. I know you want him to be. I know, Corey. Listen, I know. But he is fit.
Tomato again.
Ready. Nah. Yeah. He ain't injured, man. He had a good game, by the way.
Please don't let Tomato play.
Bro, even if he is out for the next game, bro, it's Leeds, bro. I can play Cedric for that game. It's nothing. It's nothing. I should still get my 3 points. Move on to the next, man. United gets, man. Pyramid Polo rule tool. That's what it is. He's been playing like Polo for the past 3 weeks. So I've got to give him his. I've got to give him his flowers, bro.
Listen, he's been immense, but you can't associate Polo with El Nen. It makes you feel weird.
Bro, I'm hearing the maddest of shouts. I'm even seeing man called Christensen, Danish Maldini in that, fam. So from the time I'm hearing that, I can't see Pyramid Polo.
Didn't your club, Arsenal Football Club, official account say Rob Maldini?
Rob Holdini. Oh, you saw that? You saw that.
You see how weird they are. You see, this is why I get on crazy. You know, it's how I get on. You know, some bad takes. The official club,
the header. Did you see that header?
That's crazy. No, big bad boy goal still.
Holding. Okay. What a
funny header. You talk about centre backs. We'll get on to the Man United game soon because my one scored as well.
It's about time. It's about time we done something.
Yeah, of course.
It's about time something. But now, before that, what I want to say is, I think, what are you man saying for Nuno Tavares, fam? That's because Roms, me and you, bro, I'm not
said a couple weeks ago, innit?
He said it. He ain't. The thing is, I want to get onto him, but I can't because it's raw. He's still raw. He's still new in the league. It takes time to adapt. So I can't really go all out. But
I think he'll play decent for a bit. But then when he drops a stinker, he drops a stinker, innit? Like he'll drop a 0 out of 10. But when he's playing well, it's calm, innit? But the 0 out of 10s that he does from time to time,
it's dangerous.
And I feel like it's a cost you. It can lead to that goal that maybe Georgie to get like. You're just holding on to your seat watching him. That he's scary. He's a scary player, bro. You don't know what's coming.
Footballer, bro.
With Tavares, I think he's gonna get the same type of time that Wan-Bissaka got, in the sense of, all right, you can come in a bit raw. We know that you get it. You're steady for now. Because I didn't expect him to play this many games. I feel like we still need another backup left back. I don't feel like Tavares is.
We don't want to give him time, Case.
You what? Say that?
You don't want to give him time.
Of course, I want to give him time, but I don't want to give him time as our number 2. I want to give him time as the number 2/3. I want him.
I hear that. I hear that.
To get his chances at number 2, but they're not as often as this. But when he comes in and gets those chances, he earned the number 2 spot. I don't want him to just have it.
No, facts. He might even need a loan. Thinking about it now.
Can I just jump in here? Because I'll actually speak to our brethren about this. About that position, do you think Tierney could become the next DIB? Because you can have all the talent in the world, but he can't play a consecutive 9 games. That the guy's always injured. Doesn't it worry you a bit? Like, you've got all the talent in the world, but you're hardly playing.
It does worry me, bro.
That's another thing, I think another thing with ballers is like, you look at footballers, you're like, you could be so hard if you were just consistent. Like, consistency is what kills a lot of people.
I've seen. I think every season he's been at Arsenal. He's had a big injury where he's been out
injury,
for
But with Tierney, what I feel like with him is he brings more than just on the pitch. He can still be, in my opinion, a captain at Arsenal whenever he's on the pitch.
100%.
In my opinion, he's our captain when he plays. When he doesn't play, it's Odegaard or whatever. But he brings so much to the team in terms of professionalism, mentality, morale, performances. Like, he's a whole package. So he can't last the full 35, maybe not even 20 games, 25 to 20 games a season he might last. But those 20 to 25 he gives you are solid. And I need another backup left back that maybe doesn't have the same leadership qualities, but has the same performances. So when he's not there, it's not a performance drop-off. It's just he's not the leader on the pitch, someone else is. Yeah. So I don't think Tierney being injured like this is a problem, so to say. It's only shown to be a problem because we don't have quality to come off the bench in his position.
It better be fixed though, because listen, as soon as it becomes a problem that is just looking hard to reverse, it will be a mad issue. But I'm seeing it with.
Just look at them, man. With Chilwell and Thingy, bro.
Chilwell.
That's what I'm saying.
When you look at Chilwell was that he's not injury prone. He just got a nasty injury that took him out for the rest of the season. Yeah, that was the only difference. Same with Reece James, but he got back up. He was injured, came back again, injured for a little, maybe 2-3 games, came back again. Do you know what I mean? So he'll power through it, yeah. But when I look at someone like Pulisic, I'm thinking, cool.
Kids, they're on you.
Come on, we still talking about Chelsea, fam. These brothers are knackered. Sorry, carry on.
Wait. How was I trying to come through and just try to do that? Listen. I'm saying, look, when you look at like players and consistency in it, like it's proper key, and it's like the fact is that you can't have players that are so injury prone because it's just gonna mess up your whole dynamic.
No, facts.
It's just gonna be a waste, and it's like I said, like I see Tierney, I'm like, he's cold, he's very cold, but it's the whole thing of if like injuries start to become a problem, you need to be on that.
100%. You need to be on it
because it's such an underestimated thing that people look over and they're thinking, it's not that deep. He will get back, but when he starts doing it more and more. And then it's just it will just like a hype. It will just like a long thing. And then once it's got to that stage, you're done.
It's like us with Matip and Keita. Like, we started to lose patience, but then they just suddenly touch wood and long may it continue. But them two just pattern, then their quality comes to fruition. But if you can have all the talent in the world, if you're constantly, because you might say I'm deluded for this, but I think DIB could have hit Yaya Toure heights had he stayed
100%.
fit. That guy,
that's not a stretch.
No, bro, months. That guy was amazing. The eye was amazing, but we never really saw it, bro. I think didn't he get injured? The same thing, get injured and he was out again. Like,
broke his leg.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy, but that's what I'm saying. You have all the talent in the world, but I'm starting to look at Arsenal medical stuff because Tierney getting injured all the time. Partey's had 2-3 injuries since being.
Partey's one's annoying because it's the same injury as well. That's what's annoying.
It's crazy, man. It is.
To mention that comment, that I never said we're getting top 4. I said if I had to pick one, then I'd obviously say Arsenal, but it's not confirmed. So let me just clear that from now, innit?
I see is kids touching on our game, we could potentially be going into the Tottenham game 5 points ahead of them before kickoff. And mentality wise, that is big because it changes. Because as of now, the pressure's kind of on us to get top 4, seeing as we've been in the driving seat for more of the season than Tottenham.
Yeah.
And we was out of Europe and blah, 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 and all of this and all of that. So the pressure's slightly on us to make top 4. Yeah.
It is.
If we go into that game and it goes the way we think it will, Liverpool win and us beating Leeds, we can then go into that game 5 points ahead and go into their stadium knowing that they're going to have to come out and play and get a result because they can't afford a draw, nor can they afford.
Bro, if we win, it's done. It's
if we win, we guarantee champs.
Yeah, guarantee Champions League.
What this next one?
No, the top. If we win the Tottenham game, then it's a big
boy.
Billy, good question for you. Has both of them been your biggest rivals? Who do you want? Who do you want to get that top 4 spot?
What are you telling me?
I want to know who you want to get that top
out
4.
of
Tottenham and Arsenal. Let's say in hindsight, you'll probably get third. If we're being honest,
they'll get third. They'll get third.
Tottenham or Arsenal, bro, because you don't hate both of them.
But the thing is, it's for me, it's like either or in it. I wouldn't really care if I had to choose Tottenham.
To get it or to not get it.
To get top 4,
I think to get it
or to get top 4, raw.
Yes, and you know as well. I said this as well. Yeah, even to win first as well out of the big 6. Out of Liverpool and Man City, I would want Man City to win Prem rather than Liverpool.
I get that.
Because I don't want you lot getting a double. And this is the thing as well. So I'd rather want Man City to win Prem, but they don't qualify for they don't get through, to the finals in Champions League. I'd rather want Real Madrid, and obviously sticking like Liverpool's gonna go through finals. If that happens, cool. Because then at least I can rather say, cool, maybe Real Madrid can beat you lot. Because I don't want no English team to get at least a double. I don't care. I don't want it to happen. It's not happening. I don't want it to happen.
That's why them out evenly.
That's why that is 100%. Listen, that's why FA Cup, you got to turn up. No doubt about it. We have to. If we don't, I ain't gonna say anything for the rest, innit? I won't say anything for the rest of the season.
Quickly asking, is that like a failure of a season?
What if
you don't get the FA Cup?
That has to be.
Yeah, man.
Surely.
I
feel like it's a failure.
Yeah. Because I feel like this is the only thing we're fighting for, man. And plus, technically top 4, but still, like,
if I said to you, Billy, you're gonna be competing for an FA Cup and fighting for top 4 with Arsenal and Tottenham at the beginning of the season, you would have called me deluded. I would have got clipped. I would have been told I'm mad. I would have been all of this and all of that.
Yeah.
So let's not act like it's okay if you win an FA Cup and all's forgiven. You have had a stinky season, yeah. You expectations were high. You thought you was gonna do a thing, and you haven't done a thing.
Yeah,
so what you need to remember now,
but I don't.
No.
Okay, you know what? Actually, you know what? Now maybe you're right. It's probably a stinky season for us because we can do better. But maybe this is an okay season for Arsenal. I don't know. Maybe this is just what we call okay for Arsenal.
I mean,
because it's Arsenal.
For me, for where I am. If I got top 4 in the FA Cup, I would see that as a successful season.
Give me that.
Coming from 8th and being told that I'm not going to be anywhere near top 4 come the start of the season. That's a successful season for Arsenal. So yeah, you're right. Our clubs are at different levels. You just spent 100 mil on a striker that doesn't play. So we're at different levels, bro. But
And Rudiger's leaving. Christensen's leaving. Kante's getting old.
Yeah, all of these man. All of these.
Why did he have to add that? He knew what he was doing. Listen, and I said this. It's like cool, yeah. Rudiger's leaving. Nobody wanted to see that, but it's happening. So I can't do anything about that. Do you know what I mean? But it just all depends on like who.
What's happening with your captain as well? Because obviously, since the Arsenal game where you was squaring up to the fans, wanting to scrap him and that, I feel like Aspilicueta.
It wasn't even an Arsenal fan. I think it was.
No, it was a Chelsea fan. But I'm saying in the Arsenal game.
I think with that scenario, it was a whole thing of like he was trying.
Yeah, there's a bit of regression there. I
feel like.
I think they were trying to say they wanted more. They wanted more from him.
And he gave them more. He gave Everton more. He just gave the wrong team.
This is why I hate Arsenal fans. I hate.
He gave more.
It's true though. He's been
Asp more.
He's been stinky. It's true.
Literally, come on. Let's be honest, yeah. Let's be honest. That's a David Luiz kind of thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It's a David Luiz kind of clown.
Had to be a player. It'll be David Luiz, 100%.
Tell you, Aspie called Lampard and that for saying, "Look, I'm gonna do your thing," and that's it. That's it, bro.
I've got an opinion on Aspilicueta, but I feel like if I say it, like man, I'm gonna snipe me in it. So okay.
You might as well say it. Say it.
So like, why is it that like obviously he's been there for what 10 years, 10, 11, 30? He's been there for a while. Was he ever a certified starter in that Chelsea team, or is it just like not of recent, like the last 3-4 years he's beginning to play out of position and stuff? Because more time I don't even see him in centre back. I see him at right back sometimes. Like, is he just a James Milner / Gareth Barry, but he plays for our top 16? Let me know.
And he's their captain.
Captain by default because everyone's fucked up. But yeah,
man said Gareth Barry because
like Mark Noble, not Mark Noble settings and that.
Or the longevity captain.
Bro, put some respect on Ax's name, man. Just because our man's been a bit no, I'm not even gonna use that word. A bit off form. He's just a bit off form. Fine for a few games. Cool, but
no, ever since he got rattled by his own fans, who he's meant to be, the voice of them, the voice of the team, the voice on the pitch. Yeah,
he looks like he wants to punch them up.
He's there looking like he wants to punch up a fan, and then 2 games later, a man gives the team the goal to lose your team 3 points and drag you into a top 4 race. Now that's Gerrard-esque, slippy, slidey kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Like Rudiger slip. Okay, he's talking like Rudiger slip in the Champions League.
Oh, bro, Rudiger slipped. Who else? Someone else slipped as well.
You lot are making it seem like the Rudiger slip was so bad.
No. Do you know what?
You see West slips.
No. Let me chime in here. See that Rudiger slip? Yeah, you man are gonna try and do the it's not that funny thing. But at the end of the day, if Rudiger doesn't slip, he blocks that header, fam. It's that simple. Yeah. It's that simple. He blocks that header, and you man might even go on to win the game. So therefore, and let's be honest, in a one-off in the Champions League, I reckon you lot might have City. I'm not even gonna cap. On a one-off game, or not even one-off, 2 legs, I reckon you man could have had up City. I can't lie. Yeah. So do you get it? It's one of them ones, fam. You know what I'm saying? So as I said, we lost the Prem. You man lost the champs. Gets like that, G. Hold that.
So hold that. Listen,
but don't worry.
I hear it.
We'll touch on. We'll leave that for now. So Corey, obviously, I just want to briefly touch on your game because really and truly, you're not competing for anything, and I just want to let everyone know. I found a video from exactly a year ago today where I had a conversation with Corey. Ask him about his expectations for this season coming, and back off them being second. At the time, they were looking to be second, but they weren't, nailed on. Yeah. But they were looking for second, and the Varane and the Ronaldo and everything was hotting up. Yeah, cool. Now you're fighting for 6th. Don't get me wrong, there was a good win today against Brentford and everything, and but why is it just a Ronaldo show? What I don't understand is he wasn't brought in for you to build the team around. That he was meant to be like Lukaku, maybe not so much for you because it was a panic buy, you know, all of that type of stuff. But I don't know. I'm still not convinced. Like, Corey, where's your head at? Because obviously I'm expecting you to come in here humble hat because you can't come chest sticking out talking about the win. So how do you feel like? Just talk to me. We can't hear you, bro.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, today wasn't the Ronaldo show. Like, today was the Mata and Matic show. Like, they just ran the midfield. Absolutely bossed the midfield. For me, like, those two were the best players for me. Ronaldo was doing what Ronaldo's been doing for a couple of games now. At least 5 to 7 games, he's been doing this. Like, I don't know if you guys didn't see it. I've been seeing it. Ronaldo's always going to score me goals. He's just that guy. Like, the disrespect you guys were saying to me, Ronaldo, pension, PR7. He doesn't. This one made me laugh the most. Ronaldo doesn't do anything besides from score goals. Now, if you watched that game, don't know if you guys watched it, his link-up play was amazing. Linking up, getting back, tracking back, starting the attack, and getting to the end of the goal as well.
Corey, can I stop you there? Please?
Go on.
You're telling me his link-up play was amazing, but throughout the season, his link-up play has not been amazing. So, what, do you want us to credit him on 2-3 games, or what?
No, his link-up play hasn't been as well, but he played with somebody that liked the possession on the ball. That's why I said Mata and Matic today, because those two people were the best players in the team today for me. Mata ran that midfield especially because he held the ball instead of watching Bruno Fernandes where he would give it away straight away. Mata held the ball and took his time with it. That's why we saw an even better Ronaldo in terms of link-up play. 100%. Ronaldo should have had 2 to 3. Ronaldo should have had a hat trick today.
Yeah, but bro, Mata's class. No one's denying Mata's like technical brilliance, isn't it? I don't think no one would ever deny that.
Me either.
But Ronaldo doesn't need to be. But you can't. But because Mata's come in the team, you want to act like Ronaldo's link-up play has been there. They can't say that if it's not been like that for the.
He's been doing that though.
What do you mean he's been doing it? What?
There was no difference. There was no difference with his performance today than there was the game before, the game before that, or the game before that.
The game is over a full course season. So has his link-up been good enough this season? So yes or no question?
No, it can be better. The whole team. I'm sick for wherever I am. Of course, it hasn't been good enough. But you man have been saying that he doesn't have link-up play. Of course he does. Like he's not an idiot.
Do you know what it is? Maybe it's where your bar of link-up play is, isn't it? I think you should get it. This is your standard of link-up play. I don't know.
I can't lie.
A link-up play because your one doesn't score goals.
Who doesn't score goals? Who doesn't score goals?
You're not doing this.
Who?
Firmino's hardly played this year.
Firmino's hardly played, bro. And when he's played, he scored, bro.
Casey, I can't lie. We're not doing this yet because CR7 cool. I respect him, he's bagged and whatnot. But if you're gonna tell me this season he's consistently linked up, he has not, bro. I've seen him. If anything, I've seen him break down a lot of your attacks.
I'm in 100% agreement with you. Of course, his link-up play hasn't been as well. But I know he has link-up play, and he shows that in some of these games. You, man, have been saying that he has no link-up play. Zilch. He can't do anything except from poaching the box. That's a lie. He can do that.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. That he does have link-up play, but it's just...
It's
just minimum. It's just minimum. Is what I see. It's just minimum.
Somebody else that I'll shout out as well. Elanga. Yeah? Ralph made Elanga do defensive work, attack. He done everything. Like that wing, he was up and down today, like a ragdoll, up and down. Yeah. If that was, I don't know, Rashford, you're not seeing that. You're not seeing no tracking back. You're not seeing him bomb to the line, knowing that it was an overhit ball from Dallo, still blowing out to get that crossing. You're not seeing that. With people like that want to work, that want to make those runs. you will see a better Ronaldo. 100%. Ronaldo can't make those runs all the time. But when you see Ronaldo make a mistake or you see something, Ronaldo's running back. He's sprinting back to get that ball. Like a lot of the time. Rashford hasn't been doing that as well this season. You saw that with especially the Liverpool game, because that game got me the most. They didn't move. Ronaldo's always trying to make those runs. He just that these guys just didn't bother running. They didn't really care, in my opinion. Ronaldo has link-up play. Again, Mata. Brother, he was ridiculous today. Like, you couldn't get near him. You couldn't get near him. Like, it was dumb. Matic, this is the match I want week in, week out, but he's just of age, and I just know I'm not gonna get that. So that's why we really need a CDM.
You know what's mad, bro? The irony that Matic gave his best performance because it was his last game, bro. Like it's actually crazy because he got that standing ovation from all of Old Trafford. But then I'm thinking, does he even warrant that? Like, what has Matic actually done since being at your club to warrant a standing ovation from the whole ground? Like, you don't move it like he was the second coming, bro. Like,
no, you know what I believe, yeah, with Matic, especially when Oli came in, yeah, Matic didn't really get that chance. I think our best midfield that we've had since Fergie, I'd say it was Matic, Herrera, and Pogba. For me, I think that was the best three that we had.
That was hard to break down still because Herrera and Matic would work workhorses.
Exactly, and with Matic couldn't obviously get everywhere. So you were having Herrera that was like the bulldog just running around, just doing what he can.
I've always said, Corey, that's your biggest mistake. I'd say in the last 5 to 10 years. That's one midfield you should have
never replaced him. We never ever replaced the guy. And he left on a free as well, which makes it even worse. He deserved a contract, didn't it? I couldn't believe that he left. Like, Herrera was very, very good. But in terms of the overall performance of the team, this team should have been playing from before. Like, we would have played so much better. Like, some players were playing based on name and based on how much they get paid and probably based on social media. Yeah, no, I'm happy with this performance, innit? I need Ronaldo to reach 20. I want 23 goals, innit? I want 23 goals from Ronaldo. I think he can bag a hattie against Brighton. I can't lie.
This season?
Yeah. He's on what, 18? I think he can do a little time for me, innit? Yeah, no, overall I'm happy with this performance, innit? I'm happy with the team, how they played. Varane, Lindelof, this is no Maguire, innit? Like, man then popped up to me saying, oh, there was no Maguire in the Arsenal game. We played very well against Arsenal. It was just the fact that we like some stuff just didn't go our way that game. Like, we had little tiny mistakes. Telles for me was probably a hindrance in that game for me. I think Dalot played pretty well. I'm happy with this performance. I haven't really got much to say. Like, obviously,
I'm glad you're happy, cause. But don't let these 1-2 games change your opinion, because that's just what seems to happen.
My opinion will never change. These last games is just to try and get me in Europa League, and that's embarrassing.
Of course.
As an overall view of the season, you guys know where I stand with that. I'm not.
But just to correct you, you played well against Arsenal. By the way, you played well, but in the second half, for about 50 minutes. So second half, last 5 minutes of the first half, Arsenal played very well in that opening 40 minutes.
Last 15 minutes of the first half and the whole of the second half.
Boy,
last 15 minutes, we were all over them. That whole second half too, we were all over.
I said second half, but in that first half, bro, that opening 30 minutes, 40 minutes, Arsenal putting in work, G.
Yeah, they were. I can't deny that. They definitely were. But
you know what I'm saying? So,
what I want to ask you is, what's your opinion on going into next season? Yeah. So obviously,
I have no expectations.
No, we all know. No, I'm not talking about expectations. I'm talking about, obviously, you're gonna have a big overhaul in terms of players coming in and out of the club. There's a lot of people's contracts ending. There's a lot that have, if not come out and blatantly said it, have made it clear that they're not happy and ready to move on, kind of thing. Do you feel like that's gonna, cause a mad imbalance into the players that are already here and the players that are coming in? Like, do you feel like where do you feel that will leave you like next season?
No, I believe that with the people that are leaving, in terms of not just the squad players, the people that are working for the club as well, like, I don't think that's going to be a major problem. I think a new vision has been placed, trying to be placed in the club to try to take it in a different direction now. Like, with, we're getting a whole different coaching. We're getting a whole different people that look and identify players. That's been a big thing for me. It's not just these big signs that you see on the internet. Oh, this person's going for 80 million. He's got 20 goals in Germany or whatever. We're looking for players that are now like low key doing their thing and
just suited to the system. Just suited to the system, bro. The same system that you say, he's only. So when you man say, he's only good because he works in the system, you're gonna like value that a bit more now.
Oh, for sure. Of course I will.
Corey,
just asking.
Corey, just before you go, love for having me. I've got to shoot quickly. Love for having me. Pleasure every time. Everyone like, subscribe, comment. Big Six fans. Pleasure to be on, bro. You man, I got a bounce.
Love my guy.
Big up, bro. Big up. Everyone go subscribe to Saint LFC TV as well. That's where you're gonna find them out doing some brilliant work over there as well. So yeah, man, done now.
But yeah, so like, go on, Corey.
I'm happy, innit? I'm happy with the performance. Hopefully that can act as a little something towards next season. But overall, the season's gone this way, and I'm not happy with that. Like, it's just a joke, innit?
I feel like it's the players that are leaving though are the ones that are, stepping up your Matiches, your Matters, Ronaldo's going to be here for a year, but it's just a year. He's not going to stay on past that. So
Ronaldo playing in Europa League, stat padding in Europa. What are you saying, KC?
Come on,
what we saying? You saying they crucified couple man for that?
Montel, if I see him suing against Genkin
that.
Everywhere he goes. This is weird.
I'm gonna die.
And then how about this? And then Corey's gonna tell us, but like, you think Genk fans don't want to hear the sue, fam? That's the biggest thing they're gonna see.
It's so funny. It's so funny because the only goals I will speak about with Ronaldo is Champions Leagues and Premier League. That's it. That's
next season it's just gonna be Premier League.
And that's it. And next season the Premier League, right now he's on 18 goals. That's more than some people in Prem and Champs.
Yeah, you're right.
So what now? That's hard. That is hard still. I can't even lie.
Big up Ronaldo. Nothing to do with Man United.
No, you guys mentioned Ronaldo. I didn't. You guys started speaking about Ronaldo in Europa League. I didn't.
That's where he's going to be next season.
That's cool. And I've got to accept that. That's cool.
So that's our point, isn't it? Obviously, there's no longer the nickname Champions League Varane now turns to Europa League Varane.
Yeah.
Like, we just have to humble ourselves for next season. I'm just preparing you, basically. I'm saying that you're going to have to...
you got to be humble
yourself and remember that, yes, you might get wins against one of us big six, but...
Did you guys humble yourself this season?
Of humility.
Did you guys humble yourself this season?
This season, no. And the reason we didn't humble ourselves is because we did humble ourselves.
Oh, we did?
But we kept getting told that we have to act like a big club. So we came out of our show and let everyone know what I want. But it's not even about my club because as of now, I'm not in Champs and I could be in Europa with you. So side note, Arsenal have guaranteed themselves European football next season. So no matter what, we're in Europe. So passports are renewed. We're live. Literally get your passports out. We're live. But yeah, no, I wouldn't be happy with Europa. based on how the season's gone and where we are, 4 games left.
You wouldn't be. You would be.
I wouldn't be now. At the time, at the beginning of the season, yes, I would have been happy with Europa League and maybe a nice trophy run, like a semi-final, final thing. But now that we are where we are, I have to. I can't accept anything less than top 4. You know, especially with the way that we can go into the North London derby with the pressure completely being on Spurs if we perform in one more game. Like, I kind of have to have my expectations on top 4.
But that could change, though.
It could. And it could change for you, bro. All it takes is for you to have another loss, like I said. And
but realistically, I don't know if that's happening again.
No, it's not about realistically. It's about...
Of course it's about realistic. You got to be realistic.
No, because I'm being realistic. You can drop points. You don't... As I said, bro, you don't scare me enough. If you don't scare me enough, then you don't scare many teams enough to score goals, bro. I'm actually serious. Like,
Arsenal won more games than Chelsea, bro. Like, you got to take that in. You really have to take that in.
We've won more games than you.
By one.
No, but they've won more games, bro. These men were projected to finish 6th.
Yeah, well, listen, regardless of it,
and we beat you.
And we beat you too.
No. Last 3 appearances in the Prem, last 4, it's 3-1 to Arsenal, bro. They done a double on you last season in their quote unquote worst season ever.
I said that to him. I said to him, his record against me, even in all comps, Montel, his record against me is dead.
Nah, man.
Of recent, yeah, last 2-3 years or so, it's not been good.
Yes, but that's what we're talking about.
Because I mean, listen, I don't know too much about the of the other seasons, so I can't even argue against that. But I'm just saying, in terms of top 4, cool. These next matches will be interesting, and we don't know. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like you'll make top 4, but I still feel like there's another twist to come. Just hope that the twist ain't with you, broski.
If Chelsea continue playing the way they're playing, then they're not beating any relegation sides fighting. They're not beating sides that are fighting for relegation, because all it took was to Everton to bring the game to them. As I said, for the last 7-8 games or so, and I'm not counting Champions League, Chelsea don't look like they're gonna score a goal. They don't look like scoring, bro. Where's the goal gonna come from? Havertz? Not really. Pulisic? Definitely not. Werner? You're having a laugh. Lukaku? Don't even talk to me about his name. Who else is there? Like, your wing backs are your top scorers again. Jorginho was your top scorer.
To be fair, I wouldn't rule out Havertz, and I definitely wouldn't rule out Mount as well.
I'm not saying they can't score. Obviously, listen, Chelsea will always get goals, but you don't have a goal scorer.
Yeah, we don't. No, that we don't, and I agree with that. We don't have a goal.
Like, Lukaku's your goal scorer, but he was flirting with his ex, and we all knew, even though he issued an apology, he was never gonna get played after that. He violated.
I knew that as well. But I never even rated the guy anyway, man. So.
Yeah, but regardless, bro, if Lukaku was playing week in, week out, he's bagging you 20 goals in the Prem. You know this.
What?
He's bagging you 20 goals in the Prem, bro. He plays week in, week out. He's getting, bro. Even at United, when he wasn't enjoying his football, man was still scoring 20 goals, bro.
I think, but this is the thing. The politics when he was at United wasn't as bad as the politics when he's at Chelsea. It wasn't, and that politics is so bad that to spend 100 mil someone and then to say, "Listen, you got to go." That's when you know the situation is bad.
No, he just embarrassed the club. Like, it was an embarrassment what he done. Like, you know what I mean? And I personally think it was actually blown out of proportion a little bit, because if you look at the interview, you actually know what he meant. Like, you know what he meant, but the wording was just terrible. And I just don't think Chelsea had it in them to really forgive him for that. Like, it's like the Xhaka situation. But obviously the Xhaka situation was different, but like, it took Xhaka time. Like, he was on the verge of leaving the club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He said it himself. His dad was saying it. His agent was saying it. It's time to go. He had offers from bare places, and he chose to stick around and play himself back into the team, because let's be honest, Xhaka is one of Arsenal's best midfielders. And And I don't think Arsenal will have a strong midfield, but Xhaka is still a steady player, in my opinion. So I think they'd always needed his profile of player. You need Lukaku's profile of player. Not as in how he plays, but he's a goal scorer.
Yeah, we do.
Believe it or not,
I've
a lot
said
of teams
it,
have
though.
Lukaku, you know.
We need a goal to, and I've said if I had to choose someone that I could get into my team, not and ideally I would say with hope. That's what I said. I said Lewandowski, innit? I would bring him.
Yeah, but you Lewandowski, but where like that's wishful thinking. Like I said Lewandowski, bro. I want
Why would that be
Neymar.
wishful thinking? Why would that be wishful thinking?
It's wishful. What? Casey, what you thinking of Neymar next season? What you thinking of a signing? Thinking of Neymar? I'll take Messi.
When I said Haaland, everyone called me crazy.
Like, man, are talking that. Oh yeah, I reckon we can get Lewandowski. Right? Listen, well, if I can go get Neymar next year, then we'll have these.
But what I need, you said wishful thinking. Why is it wishful thinking? Why?
What excuse is Lewandowski has to leave and come to Chelsea and miss 0 links as well? You have 0 links,
bro. Listen. Already, yeah. He's gonna leave, innit? Cool. He could go Barcelona. He could go there, but I'm sure if we push for him. Why not? There's no.
What's stopping him from going City instead? What's stopping him from going City instead?
City's gonna get Haaland next. Like we all know, Haaland's getting City next.
Okay.
Barca.
Huh?
Barca.
Like I need to know.
And that's what I did mention.
Like,
Barca.
what are you man offering Lewandowski? Like, and even in terms of style of play, like you man are just so crap going forward. Like it's actually. Like, bro, like I don't even think you have.
Needs improvement. It needs improvement.
It needs improvement. That's an understatement. Improvement. Like, I think in cups, you lot sometimes look sound, innit? Like, against us, even in the final, you look good going forward that time. You looked even better when Lukaku come on. You know what I mean? Like, even, like, I don't know, in the Prem, I just don't see it. Even against Arsenal. Like, you man are scoring goals that United was scoring under Oli. Am I lying, Casey?
Yeah, but this is the thing, though. You say this, yeah, but you need to, and I keep reverting back to this because there's so much. There's so much policy. It's not even just on one player. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so much policy around the club. Bear in mind, we don't even have a actual owner.
Yeah, pattern that, Jay.
We don't. So there's a lot of stuff that needs to be patterned. To be fair, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be patterned. But obviously, that's what I'm saying. Obviously. For me, as long as we get top 4, fine. And then you get it. Then obviously next season we see what Guaguan, who we got, etc., who we sold, and you get it. So as long as we have we pattern in it.
Let's have our closing comments, Car. Obviously it's getting a bit late, and I just want to know how everyone going into the the next couple fixtures, last couple fixtures, how everyone's feeling and what they feel like. Is expected and is acceptable way to end this season. So I'll start off with Billy, then I'll speak, and then obviously because Montel's challenging for the title, we'll go for him last. So Billy, what would you say, expectations for the end of the season and where you think maybe
I say for me, the most important thing is at least getting top 4, fine. That, do you know what I mean? And then also, FA Cup as well. That's just how I want it to go in it. That's just my expectation, obviously. But the way we're playing, that FA Cup match, maybe you could win it. Because we are a different team when it comes to, finals. I mean, everybody knows that. But when it comes to league matches, we're kind of a bit iffy. So that's what I'm saying. And obviously, ideally, hopefully, top 4, FA Cup, that'll be cool, man. Steady.
Cup team settings.
Fair enough. All right. For Arsenal, I would say if we can scrape top 4, just top 4 by any means, I would say is definitely more than an acceptable season. I can't lie, I don't think I can accept at this moment anything less now. We're at the point where, we did say that if we expected Arsenal to win, the 3 games that they lost, I expected 7 points from there. And I also expected 7 from Chelsea, Man United, and West Ham. I wanted 7. I would have been happy with 7. So the fact that we've got 9 out of 14 isn't the worst, you know. Looking at how Spurs have dropped points and Man United have fell away from the top 4 race. It's looking good for us, and I feel like we're in such too good of a position now with these last fixtures to not get top 4. So yeah, top 4 is my expectation. What about you, Mons?
My expectation or I want?
Both. Expectation first.
My expectation is to get at least 2 trophies this season. At least 2. We're in the final of 1, and and again, I don't want to be cocky, but we should be in the final of the Champions League. Like we should be. Let's be honest.
So that's 3 trophies.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but I said minimum. I want 2 in it. What I want, I'll be honest.
Yes.
Like we're never. The way I see it, yeah, it's not often you fight for all 4 trophies at this point in the season. Like it don't happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? City, in all their dominance of the last 5 years, have not challenged for all 4 trophies at this point in the season. You know what I mean? In all their dominance. You know what I'm saying? So, with going off that point alone, why quad all 4, fam? All 4. Because I can't tell you the next time my team's going to be fighting for 4 trophies in July, in June, May, June, these times. You know what I'm saying? In May.
No, fair enough.
You can't, fam. Like, bro, no one, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? When's the last time a team's fought for all 4 trophies in the Prem? United, bro.
United times, yeah.
And even they didn't do it.
Yeah, they only went for a treble.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I think it's not like it's not a grab to call man deluded or overly hopeful. Because I think if you man were in my position, you'd be just as hopeful in it. But just for the fact that you'll never be in this position again. So why be humble with it? Like it's gonna happen again in the next 10 years. Arsenal could be 40, 50 by the time one of our teams get this opportunity. It's the way I see it, fam. I want all 4. But my expectations, I want at least 2, and one of them to be the champs of the Prem.
Yeah, no, true. First, no, of course.
No, that's a fair point. Okay.
But listen, we'll round it up there, innit? Obviously, thank you to everyone that's locked in. We'll be back with the Champions League special in the middle of the week after the Real Madrid and City game. So be ready for that. We won't be doing the Liverpool-Tottenham combined 11, but we could be doing a watch-along. So stay tuned for that. And we will be doing the combined 11 for the FA Cup final, which is the following week. So, guys, like on your way out. Subscribe if it's your first time.
Big up everyone in the comments, man, as well, man.
We got everyone in the comments. And yeah, man, it's been another episode of Big Six Bounce. And we will see you in the next one.